Hey everybody, the following is an excerpt from the monthly Rahdo Roundup, and if you'd like to see the rest of the Roundup, you can hit that eye up in the top right corner of the screen, or if you'd like to know more about the game, you can follow the link down in the show notes. And with that out of the way, let's talk about Legends of Hellas. And the interesting thing about this game, this is a very, very light, family-friendly, cooperative game where players are actually trying to work together to take out a series of mythological creatures that are, hell-bent on destroying us. The art is fantastic, and the gameplay is super quick and elegant. As part of setup, a bunch of different creatures, minotaurs, Medusa, what have you, are randomly chosen and placed out on the board. Each one of them is a location, and each player has a little disc that represents them as a player. And you're going to move from one creature to another, and play cards to that creature that match the symbols that are their weakness. Do you have to outthink them? Do you have to outfight them? Do you have to beat them with ranged attacks, or whatever it might be? And everybody has a handful of cards in their hand. And really, success here is figuring out, well, who should go fight who based on the cards you've got. The tricky thing is, this is an imperfect communication game. You can't tell anybody what cards are in your hand. And so you have to make a lot of informed decisions about where you're going to go and what you're going to do based on what you see your teammates doing. And that creates for some really interesting, intense moments. But, particularly because you have the opportunity to hand cards or to your teammates, or, try to collude and work together. And another important thing is you only have a few cards. If you run out of cards, it's over. You lose the fight. And every action you do, whether it's just move around, try to give a card to somebody else, you have to sacrifice cards. So you're losing them as fast as you can use them. And you cannot afford to be wasteful with these at all. And what you will often find happening is that one of your actions can be the Oracle, because drawing back cards is incredibly important too, and you don't want to draw randomly and get a bunch of cards that you know somebody else needed. So players do have the option to say, oh, let me look at the next few cards in the deck and I'll put them back in an appropriate order. That is the most interesting moment of the game, and it's also the most challenging because you have to know, right, okay, you clearly need this, but maybe you already have it, but you haven't done it yet. How am I going to move forward? So the imperfect communication really creates a lot of tension. So, it's sharp, it's fun, it's easy to teach, it's fast. It comes with, I forget, like 6 different scenarios of varying difficulty levels, so different setups. And why did it come in at the lowest? Because it is a very lightweight game. This would be a wonderful game, I think, to play with friends and family who are new to the hobby, but I would not recommend this as a game for hardcore gamer geeks like me and Jen, who have played hundreds of hours of cooperative games, because the imperfect communication, Jen and I are often able to anticipate what the other person needs. So for us, even when we bumped it up to the high difficulty levels, it's a little bit too easy to play. But we did agree it was very smooth and charming and wonderful presentation. My number 13 of the month, Legends of Hellas. And thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. It makes a huge difference, believe me. But with that out of the way, if you'd like to see some more, over on the left, you can find a playlist of a whole bunch more Rahdo Rapid reviews. Up in the top right, there's the latest thing that's been added to the channel. And in the bottom right, you've got something YouTube recommends. Okay, folks, thanks for watching.